Very good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome along to Does Football Stand. It's the second stream today, and this time it's not the Carabao Cup draw, which took place early on. It is the Middlesbrough FC fixtures reaction video stream. Welcome if you just joined us, by the way. Get involved in the live chat, of course, and do, of course, like the stream as well. Let's try and get up to the usual 10 likes. That's the main target. But we're here to talk about the Middlesbrough FC fixtures, which were announced this morning at 9 o'clock on Sky Sports. We'll be discussing all the fixtures. I'll put them up on the screen at some point as well. But me and Mr. Mikelouden are here to discuss it all with you. Mike, how have you been?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Does yourself?
Well, about as good as can be, really, I suppose.
Got an iron blue for the stream. I don't
let you down. I don't let you down.
Cheers.
Yeah, up your nose. I don't let you down, do I? Yes, it's been. Last season was a bit of a strange season, wasn't it? Last season, it was a lot of uphills and downhills. Really, we struggled. Same old, really, isn't it? We always struggle against the teams in the bottom half. We didn't get 6 points against Rotherham. Didn't get 6 points against Wickham either. And we didn't get 6 points against Sheffield Wednesday. And they're the three teams that went down. I think the only teams we actually got 6 points against were probably Nottingham Forest and somebody else. Really.
I think I was the only one.
We struggled last season.
Yeah, to be honest, this is my honest opinion on last season. Sometimes, believe it or not, I thought, I haven't missed this. Like when I was home watching the games, some nights I just thought, thank God I've been watching it at home and not sat there freezing my feet off on a Tuesday night.
If that Rotherham thing's got anything to say about it, yeah.
The Rotherham game, yeah. That's one of the games I can say bad about how much I didn't not miss freezing my feet off on a Tuesday night.
The things you do as football fans.
Did you miss it last season, or did you have the same?
Well, it was different really because I think it's the same for everyone really. Football our fans is nothing, we like everyone being in the stadiums, because where I sit, I think you've probably seen me from where you actually sit, southwest corner, but I sit just behind the dugout. So, I enjoyed, literally 2 walls behind. I enjoy communicating with people because I'm able to do my vlogs and speak to. I've spoken to people I don't know. They're always interested in football. I'm well known in that section in those 2 blocks, block 8 and 9. I'm well known there because of my vlogs. People see me recording the vlogs. People see me doing this, that, and the other. It's nice to be at the stadium, and when you're not at the stadium, it's just not. It's not the same really. And I think with regards to footballers, I've spoke to 2 Mask United players, Jack Blackford and Curtis Round. Non-league players, by the way, and I spoke to both of them, and I asked them about no fans in the stadium. They're just the players. I just don't think the players have that sort of energy in them, because the fans give them a massive boost. Without the fans, it's just nothing, Welcome to Scotty B, by the way. Thank you for joining us. Just woke up. The film sign booze here. He's flying in and flying out, as he always says. Keep getting involved in live chat, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Me and Mikelouden here to discuss everything over.
So just grab my charger while you're reading the comments. I need to put my phone on charge.
Do keep getting your comments in live chat, by the way, if you haven't already done so. Don't forget, of course, upcoming streams. There's not that much. We are live tomorrow night, actually, for This Week in Football at some point. I'm still trying to get in touch with Owen about that. And see what we go from there. So I'm trying to sort of get everything sorted for that tomorrow. We'll be talking about the Carabao Cup draw. Might be talking a little bit about this pizza trophy draw that happened today as well. And we'll also be talking a bit about the Euros too. So a lot to look forward to tomorrow, a lot to talk about tomorrow night. So make sure you join us from 6 o'clock. And then I don't know what we're doing from there, to be honest, because the next big watch along I'm doing is a bit of a crap one for me. It's England against Germany. So that's not ideal situation for me. But I think that's like the next main watch along, really. So you sorted?
Yes, yes, I'm now, Jazza.
Right, cool.
Yeah, am I still? Yeah, yes, I'm
oh,
back.
There we go.
I'm back. Yeah.
Okay, so let's get straight under the way then. Don't forget, of course, everyone, like the stream, get involved. Let us know your thoughts on going into the season. Obviously, let us know your thoughts on last season as well. But I'm going to get the screen share turned on, just like magic. It's a kind of magic. Yes. Let's have a look. Here we go. Aha. Hello. Right, let's go up here. Here's accept that. Not bothered about that crap. So the first 5 fixtures already. We could be in for a long ride, really. The game, by the way, has just been announced. It is Tuesday, the 10th of August for Blackpool. That's just appeared on Sky Sports because we've just booked a hotel. We booked a hotel in Blackpool for 2 nights. It only cost us £100. So
I think
nothing like a bargain.
Game, actually.
Well, it depends on tickets as well, though.
Yeah, tickets as well. I think a loads will be sought after tickets at the start of the season, I reckon, because it's been a long time since obviously fans are allowed. So I think we're going to have loads going there. Stars. Do you reckon the same, Dazza?
It'll be difficult to get tickets. I can definitely say that.
I'd like to say I'd hope we have loads going all season, but
we normally do. We tend to have decent away attendances. I mean, it's not the 4,000 or 5,000 that a lot of people think is possible, but I think with these coming times, you might get about 2,000 tickets at the most or something.
Yeah.
With these coming times, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But the first couple of fixtures, then, including the Blackpool game, 6 games to start off the season. We start off. Oh dear. We start off in the capital, Fulham, of all teams. I'm pretty certain this majority of the time, our first game of the season is always either home or away, and it's always against a new side. Because last season was Watford, this season it's Fulham, Sheffield United 2018. So.
Yeah. Bear in mind, I was talking to somebody today, and he reckons that that first game will probably end up being on Sky on the Friday night. I mean, I'm not for certain, so I don't know. It's just guesswork at a minute.
Wouldn't be at all surprised, to be honest with you. Fulham being a newly relegated team against Boro, who were targeting for, at the very least, the playoffs last season. It just ended up being a bit of a disappointment in the end. We had ups and downs. We bottled the playoffs, in fairness, because we win the playoffs at one point, and then we just slipped down, and then we just didn't seem to. We didn't seem to get going again, did we?
I was saying the playoffs was a glimmer of hope since about the start of February. And it just kept going on, saying, it's a glimmer of hope, until eventually I got to the point where I just give up hope. And I think, how do you reckon they'll do next season? I reckon I don't see us a minute due to what we've done of bringing in players. I don't see us finishing any higher next season than we previously did.
Well, I mean, this season, when I did the table predictions, I actually had Boro to finish 8th, and had we not lost to Wickham, we would have finished 8th. So I was quite close, but I knew all along that you get Boro fans, right? And this isn't all Boro fans, but there's a lot of Boro fans who say, oh, we've got Neil Warnock, we're going to win promotion. We haven't got a team that is anywhere near good enough to do it. Half of the loan signings weren't particularly brilliant either. So, we haven't got a good enough team to do it, have we? We might have the manager, but not the players. No chance.
Yeah, well, Spacey's people has got a few. Actually, he got Cardiff promoted. Who else did he get promoted? He may have got the odd other
Sheffield United, I think.
Yeah, but bear in mind, he was at Sheffield United for 7 years.
No, it wasn't into the Prem, was it? I don't think it was in the Prem. He got them promoted into the Championship. I can't remember. There's Cardiff. I can't actually remember. There's been that many sides.
Huddersfield, that might have been one.
I can't remember, to be honest. Can't remember.
Yeah. If this is supposed to be on for fixtures, getting on to them. Speaking of Fulham away, first game, then isn't first home game Bristol City.
Yes, not the easiest of games, is it? Fulham and then Bristol City with the Blackpool game in the middle as well. A new Championship team. We always struggle against them.
The league game, it's actually our first. Well, definitely, I'd say our first 3. The ones which we always seem to lose. Fulham away, we've never hardly won there. Bristol City at home, that's normally a bogey game.
Don't have the best of records there.
Yeah.
QPR
at home, we have quite a few bad records.
I wouldn't say our record's too bad against them. I think it's sort of evens, really.
Well, the last 2 seasons,
we have good games and bad games.
We've had good games and bad games against them.
Derby is not a good one.
Actually, Derby away.
Recent times.
Since they got Karanka in 2013, they've only lost there once. That
was the 2-0.
Yeah. They did have a good spell at Derby for quite a few years.
We went to Derby. Well, you were there. When we lost 2-0, and I'm not going to lie, their version of the Riverside is B-Tech. It's nothing like. It's nothing like.
It's got a Greg's on the side.
Oh yeah, but I mean, who cares about a Greg's unless you like sausage rolls? But that's a lot of. I'm pretty certain people. I'm pretty certain a lot of football fans just go to their ground for a sausage roll at the Greg's.
Yeah,
I bet that's the only reason why they go out, Sam.
I wouldn't say I put that on to the fact. That's probably just how I remember. But you're right. It's like a white, the seats are black actually, version of the Riverside, is what you say. But then they have Blackburn, and they have Blackburn at home, Mowbray's side.
Yeah, the masterclass against us, I think, this season.
Yeah, big masterclass.
Coventry, I have to say, gave us some. Both of the games are quite tough against Coventry. Yeah, I know we only just about beat Coventry. I think was it who scored? Was it Jed Spence? Was that when he scored that late last minute goal?
I think so. Yeah.
I know we beat them 2-0, but it wasn't comfortable. And the game at Coventry, we went 1-0 down. So.
I forgot actually. I thought you were talking the one away. Well, we played them away at St Anzo's last year. Which, talking of Coventry, after Blackburn, that's our next fixture.
Yeah, that's what I got on the screen here.
Yeah.
Jack Poole in the chat still got hope in Mighty Neil. It's not that I don't have hope in him. I just don't have hope in the team because our team's nowhere near good enough. If we can bring some good signings in, I know Charlie Wyke is up for coming to the Boro. So if we can get like a Charlie Wyke in, we can get some good players who can actually hit the ball and get it in the net, unlike a Sambalonga and Fletcher and Dagpom. then we could be in for a chance. I don't think our defence is too convincing either after time. The midfield, I've got no problem with the midfield. Easily for me, Johnny Howson was one of the best players of the season. But it's whether the players in the midfield are going to be able to continue that consistency into next season.
Yeah, well, there was a rumour yesterday, but obviously we hear it all season after season. Did you see the one about us signing Sammy Abiobi?
Yes. I don't think that would be ideal.
Well, I wouldn't say it would be a bad signing. Do you remember when they had him last time?
I think he only scored one.
He scored one or two.
He scored two, was it? I know we were the game.
I remember he scored on his debut, and everyone started, and I'll Google it actually, and everyone started banging on about him.
It was at home as well, because sorry, he got. I think he got two that game. I think they were the only two goals he got. Actually,
I know he got one actually. Kieran Dyer scored the other.
And he was rather Dyer, wasn't he?
Yeah, I'd say it was better than people gave him credit for. I was just googling Sammy Abiobi. Yeah, last time he played 9 games, scored 1 goal, but he was only a kid then.
Yeah, I know. I remember when he scored, because this is when me and Dad were both sat in the southwest stand, so we are going back about nearly a decade, because we've been in the West Lower since 2014. Yep, we've been in the West Lower since 2014. 2013-14 was when we moved into the West Lower, because we couldn't get up the stairs after time. So they were hard work getting up them stairs, not going to lie, especially when we've got problems ourselves. So there you go. Oh, I wouldn't be able to manage it, quite simply. I wouldn't get up.
After Coventry, we have Forest on a...
I mean, I wouldn't take any notice of these dates, because they'll probably change. But it has us down for Forest on a Wednesday night. Why can't they make it a Saturday? I don't bloody know. But as usual, they always put it at a time where I'm not going to be able to go, because I'm absolutely desperate to meet Max and Dar. I haven't been able to meet either of them. You'll know Max, much to do with Max.
Oh, I think so.
I've spoke to Max many times, but I've never been able to meet him.
Mr. Dar, I know you're about.
Mr. Dar. I've been wanting to meet both of them, but I've never been able to do it. I was close to meeting Don, unfortunately. Didn't end up meeting each other at the end of the game. Blackpool then.
Well, we've got to say at least
a hard one
once after this. We had Blackpool at home. I mean, Blackpool, are they going to surprise us, or do you think they'll struggle? I
don't know.
But I think they'll stay up, or might maybe finish mid-table. It's hard to say with them. Ending on to...
I mean, in the game against Lincoln, they deserve to go up.
Oh, did you watch?
Fully deserve to go up.
Did you?
Yeah, I did the stream. I did the stream for it.
I think.
What's it actually on? It'll be on something. 2.2k at the minute, and that's a League One final. And I did the Champions League final. Only had 300 because people were wanting to watch the playoff finals more than the Champions League. That's how dull the Champions League was for most of the season. So, and I don't think the Euros have been that exciting either. Well, Blackpool's a difficult one, really, because people will say, they're only a newly promoted side, which absolutely tonked them. But the people who say that are forgetting that we have a terrible record against these type of teams. One of them, newly promoted, got relegated. Well, no, did they get relegated? No, they survived. No, they survived, actually, I think. No, I can't remember. I think, no, they did go down, actually. They got relegated. We lost 3-0 to them at home. And our away record was better than our home record last season, I'd say, because I didn't think our home record was particularly good. The first half of the season, I was going into January thinking, we're not doing too bad. Let's just keep it going. As we entered January, like we do every bloody year, we fall to pieces. It's a habit that we need to get out of, but it's not going to happen, is it?
Yeah, exactly. I think
it doesn't seem to be the case.
I think the only season we didn't fall to pieces in January was the one where we got the season they got playoffs but didn't go up. And actually, we done all right around Christmas and then into January the Woodgate. And it was after January the Woodgate they fell apart.
It always seems to be like we leave have a good or bad January, and then as we get towards the end of January, we start to just collapse, don't we? Really, Reading. That's always a tough game. Reading. I always say it's always a tough one.
Yeah,
we have a good record. I'd say we have a decent record in recent times. Away from home is a completely different matter, though. We beat them 2-0 away from home quite comfortably, and it was one heck of a performance. But I think Reading as a team are getting stronger and stronger. A bit like Bristol City were at one point.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you can't take any teams lightly in this tournament, in this season. 28th of September is what it says here. They'll all change. Newly relegated Sheffield United. Now, I'm going to say it now. I don't think we'll win.
Yeah, I
do not think we'll win. Although they haven't got Chris Wilder anymore.
I don't think Sheffield United will be much of a threat next season. It's like last season wasn't a season for them at all. They I reckon. Well, no offense to any Sheffield United who might be watching, but I reckon they won't make playoffs. Sheffield United.
Bold call. Do you think their teams? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The team they had in the Premier League was good, but I think as soon as it was one season too many, really. You'll get teams that have one good season, and the next season reality bites for them, really, isn't it? They got a reality check last season, but in the Championship they're normally good, especially when we played away to them. They beat us 2-1, and I tell you what.
I met you that night,
yeah, you met me for the first time, and I still remember that 30-yard pocket.
Oh, the first goal.
Yeah, it was one of the best goals I've seen all season, and unfortunately, it wasn't us who scored it. It was one of the best goals I'd seen all season at that point.
Actually,
I was like, "What a
goal!" One reason being due to the Mickey take of the getting into the ground. Well, it was absolutely.
Oh yeah, yeah. You had fun, didn't you?
Yes,
I noticed.
And then the barcode on my ticket was smudged, so it wouldn't work on the turnstiles. So I had to go for the ticket office for the print. I missed about the first 5-10 minutes.
Oh dear. Well, you missed the best goal of the season at that point. But oh dear. Yes, it's not ideal when that happens. Oh my, we've got two newly promoted sides on the bounce, actually. We've got Hull City, who are champions. That's at the KCOM. And then Peterborough at home, we beat them 5-0 in the FA Cup, but with a completely different manager and a completely different team.
We had Ludiger Stead then. I think he scored 2.
Oh, I'm glad we don't have him anymore, mind. I'm glad we don't have him. George Friend got, I think, his first goal of the season that game.
Yeah, he plays in Australia now.
Does he play for Western Sydney?
No, he plays for Melbourne Victory.
Victory. All right.
I think the son Belonga will go to Australia as well. Wonders, yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a few ex-Boro players have. Scotty McDonald.
Yeah, Scott McDonald plays for my Aussie team. He Wanderers. Reece Williams. Yeah, he went to Newcastle Jets. Just up the road from Sydney.
Been a few of our players that have gone to Australian sides. Well, the old ones, really. But I think they're just looking to try and finish the career over there. Plus, I don't blame Reece Williams for doing it, because I think wasn't Reece Williams Australian anyway?
He was, yeah.
Yeah, Dad's nodding. So that made sense. Rudy said, though, I don't know why he went to Australia.
Yeah.
Bit of a journey from where he is.
Then going on after Peterborough, we have Barnsley at home. That's one they've normally won. But then this is a 0 points, probably like usual. Cardiff away. We never win. Absolute never.
Well, look, we beat them 2-0. Was it the season? We beat them 1-0 season we got promoted.
I think it was the season before, actually. We beat them 1-0. The season.
No, I'm pretty certain it was the season we got promoted because Kike scored.
Yeah, Kike scored an early one.
He scored after about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't got the best of records, man, but I think
I've never once seen the bother win in Wales.
Well, we certainly haven't been having a whale of a time.
I see what happens. Yeah, I'm just getting another drink. Yeah, I'm still eating better.
Barnsley as well, by the way. We had a couple of problems against them this season. We lost 2-0 the Carabao Cup. I think we drew. I don't think we had a particularly good record against Barnsley, and we lost as well at Barnsley. So I don't think we got. I think we were looking to get 1 point. I think over there.
Yeah.
Cardiff will struggle. Birmingham City. We tend to beat them normally, but I think it all depends on who their manager is really, and their manager's the old Charlton manager, isn't it?
Oh, Lee Bowyer.
Lee Bowyer, yeah, he's a good manager actually. I think it's the same with Boro really with Neil Warnock. If both of them teams get some good signings in, then they could go quite far in this season. Birmingham for me are no more than a mid-table side.
Yeah, and they
12 is at the highest.
Yeah, and they have Luton away. I might actually be going to that one. Luton away.
Oh, Luton, yes. The stadium where you go through someone's back kitchen.
Yeah, something like that.
It's the back kitchen stadium.
I didn't have a chance to go last time.
Yeah, well, to be honest with you, I no disrespect, but it's not a great ground. There's a few people who've gone to the ground and they said, "Oh, it's an awful ground, but it's quite funny because you go through someone's back kitchen to get into the away end."
I've seen pictures of it. I wouldn't call it awful. I'd call it old school.
I wouldn't say it's particularly safe for the people who live ahead, because there's literally people who live in the house. There's literally windows above the turnstiles, so that could be someone's bedroom getting hammered in by the fans punching on the ceiling. So,
oh God,
yeah, that would go down well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a strange setup. And then you got QPR. QPR again, you go through some weird alleyway, which is practically someone's back. You go down someone's alleyway to get into the stadium. Gillinghams is through someone's back kitchen again.
Not what I've noticed.
You know, it's
not what I've noticed. I've been to QPR a few times. It's just like,
there's different entrances, isn't there, really?
I think it's an alleyway between two sets of houses you go through. If I remember right.
In basic terms, someone's back alley. Someone's back alley, then, really.
Yeah, if that's what you want to call it, does it?
Yeah. West Bromwich Albion, not been to West Brom, but apparently it's quite a nice ground. And we when we played against them, we actually beat them with Tony Pulis.
Yeah. The last time I went to West Brom was a Lord say Sky made it look a boring game. It was the the third game in the Premier League season under Karanka.
Third game of the season, that is, because we had the Premier League. We lost 2-1 with Stoke, beat Sunderland 2-1, and then we drew 0-0 with West Brom before losing 2-1 at home to Palace.
Yeah.
Oops. Yeah. Somehow I remember those 4 fixtures. I couldn't tell you what the rest of them were. 2-1 against United, 3-1 against United probably. City, draws. So
I think
we had a good record against them.
Who didn't beat us that season, other than Sunderland. Oh, and
I'll tell you what, Middlesbrough are the only team that Pep Guardiola has never beaten in the Prem.
Oh yeah, it was, yeah. In
the Premier League game, but the only team he's never beaten, Pep Guardiola.
And then they have Millwall at home, Preston at home, and Huddersfield away.
That's 3 tough fixtures actually on the bounce after. Preston, no mugs again. We tend to concede a goal against them normally. Millwall, bit of a dirty game really. That's normally. Huddersfield again. We haven't got the. I wouldn't say we got the best of records against them either. And I mean, if it's anything like the last away game when we played against them, which was 0-0, God, I'm glad. I was actually doing a college show at that. I was doing a college show on that night. Came home last 5 minutes to go. Nothing happened. So I was like, oh, I'm glad I missed that game. Yes, boring.
Oh, yeah, actually, it was the ridiculous goal Fletcher missed. I can't I can't believe he's went to Watford.
No, I can. Well, he's a free agent. So,
yeah.
I think if any club comes for him, I think he'll go anywhere. These are the December fixtures then. Get your comments in live chat, by the way, if you haven't already done so. And do like the stream. December is a very tough month, actually, for us. Swansea, Stoke, Bournemouth, Forest, Blackpool. That's a bit of a...
And normally December can be a garbage month for the Boro as well. Well, it has been before. Normally in December, we would get a long away game, like a really long, like 250 miles plus. So there'd be London, Wales, the South Coast, for a really long away game that we'd always lose.
And that's normally Cardiff.
Well, it's been Cardiff, Swansea, QPR, Millwall, Southampton.
Good thing about December is there's only 2 away games. Stoke City, which is we normally go to that, but I don't think we'll be able to this year because that's right in December. So that's right before Christmas. That's not ideal. Blackpool's on the 29th again. That's only about 2.5 hours down the road. Stoke's about probably 3.5 maybe. So
yeah,
we're not traveling too far in December, but that's going to be a tough month really. Swansea at home. As soon as you see Swansea, you're thinking it's going to be a bit of a long game really. But we actually have a decent record at home to Swansea, believe it or not. Apart from last season, which we lost 3-0, but. We actually had we didn't even get a point against them last season. That game away to Swansea, we got absolutely robbed by the referee, who I'm hoping we don't have again. The Stoke City, we don't win. We don't really win many games at Stoke.
The ref wasn't Darren Bond, was it not? You don't remember what it was.
The
referee wasn't Darren Bond, was it not?
No, it wasn't Darren Bond.
I'm not in it now. As I said, if it was, you would probably remember.
No, it wasn't Darren Bond. Thank God. It would have been even worse if he was.
Into January now.
Yeah, some tough games there. Sheffield United, Reading, Blackburn, Coventry. Well, Sheffield United on New Year's Day, that'll be a clash and a half. I hope that one's televised because that'll be a good game. Reading at home. I always look forward to playing Reading. That's always a half decent game normally. Blackburn away again. Could lose again like last season.
Yeah.
And then Coventry at home. I think we'll get 6 points against Coventry again. I just don't think I don't think they're anywhere near as good as we are.
Yeah. Actually, I was going to ask. Any chance they could skip rather than go game? Any chance they could skip it and maybe go to about April? Because I'm
right.
not going to be able to last forever.
Yeah, it's always long when these.
Yes, I'm starting to know
but a quick run through for the others, by the way. Fulham, QPR, Derby, Bristol City, West Brom, Barnsley, February. Luton, Millwall, 2 London clubs. Bristol City, Cardiff, that's it, March. And then this is where we get to the business end of the season and a very tough month. Very tough month.
From April.
Yeah, I'm in April now. Very tough month.
Peterborough away.
Peterborough away. Hull should win.
Bournemouth away.
Got a poor record at Bournemouth.
April is a month when they normally do get another long away game. They always lose. I remember
we've got Bournemouth and then Swansea in the space of a week.
Yeah, I can remember it was in April 2017. We had Bournemouth and Swansea, and Hull in that same month. And,
were they all away?
Yeah. And they they got 1 point at Swansea.
Oh, isn't that when we lost 5-0 at Bournemouth?
4-0, yeah. Gaston got sent off. I was there that day. I'll tell you something. It was a long day, but Bournemouth away is always a good day.
Yeah, it wasn't a great game. Swansea, I think we lost 3-1, didn't we? And then Hull, we lost against as well, 3-2 or something. Was it 4-2?
They do 0-0 to Swansea.
That was a decent point.
Yeah. Do you remember your mate, Mr. Header, Mr. Sitter at the end, later to death?
Mr. Sitter, who did?
Just dead.
Oh, well, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Stoke City's final home game of the season. That's not an easy one. And then Preston to finish off. 7th of May.
Well, Preston, they could surprise us one time, but normally Preston haven't got COVID, by the way. I've just had a cold. Preston, away, being the last game of the season, they could have something to play for. Who knows? So we don't know what we could be up to.
So where are we hoping to finish the season? To be honest with you, again, I said this last season. I know we should be pushing for the playoffs. I want us to get at least playoffs, but I just think in reality, top 10 again. Just top 10 again will do us. I don't see us getting to the playoffs anytime soon.
I've said basically the same, does it? I think top 10 is round about probably where they go to get. I think I don't trust the transfer window, so I think top 10 is probably what we could be looking at. I could kind of think that, I want to start think positive and think we're probably going to get this round top 10.
We'll just have to see how we do. I think that the transfer window's very important, because if we don't get the players that we want, we're going to be in for another long season.
I think if some work doesn't get done with the transfer window, I think we could be looking more the bottom, but not relegation.
No.
Probably find more near the bottom. I mean, below 15. I wouldn't quite say relegation.
Yeah. I said all along, as soon as we got relegated, that we're going to be in the Championship for quite a while.
Yeah.
We're not close to doing
that. When it comes down to transfers, I see there was a few days after he appointed Woodgate as the manager, Bernie Slaven came in at work. And I was talking to him about it, and I said, now we've got a manager. I said, we seriously need to get some players in. And I said, transfer windows have not been good for ages. And I said, if they don't have a decent transfer window within at least one of the next few seasons, I think we'd be looking at League One. I think.
We nearly were.
Yeah. But I think Woodgate, yes, there probably was a bit of inexperience there. But I'd say he done well to get Bournemouth for playoffs.
But yeah.
It proves something of him at least, what he can do if he has the players.
That's a true point, really.
Yeah.
Very quickly, we are short on time in a minute as well. Very quickly, the Carabao Cup draw was made today. We've got Blackpool away again. It's as we said earlier on when we were talking about Blackpool, they could cause a shock. And I know what we're like. I mean, Dad supported both for 50 odd years. You've supported both for how long? And I've supported both for about a good. I've been a season ticket holder for 10 years. So
I could say over 20 years. And I could say more seriously only the last 10.
Yeah. Well. We've all supported. We've all supported Boro for quite a while, and we know exactly what we're like against these smaller teams. Like, you get so many people who say, "Oh, we should easily get 3 points," and underestimate them. Like, I'm not one who's going to underestimate a lot of the teams these days, especially these current teams.
Well,
Blackpool have got quality, so if they turn up, we're going out. You have to turn up on the day.
Last season, as you said at the start of the stream, who we got beat by.
Yeah. Just have to go to the floor, see what happens.
Yeah.
Some of the things. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up. Thank you, Mike, for joining me, by the way. It's been a pleasure.
The fist punch.
Yeah. Not much we can really do, but about the best we're going to do. So there you go. But cheers for joining. Been a pleasure. And hopefully we can have a decent season and we won't be getting let down every single match.
Hopefully.
Just have to go to the floor. Thank you everyone for watching us. If you're watching this in the video, thank you very much for getting this far actually. I'm surprised you've got this far, 40 odd minutes into the stream. I've just done an output talk a load of garbage, so there you go.
Well, thanks for me on, Des. I'm going to get going now.
Nice. Cheers, pal.
Okay, bye.
And cheers everyone for joining us. We'll speak to you all very, very soon.